What's up, guys? Shoto here with another figure review. And today it's time to turn up the heat and the ice because another student from the UA High School is here in the Figma line. It is Shoto Todoroki from the hit show My Hero Academia. Let's get into it. As always, before we get into the figure, we're going to take a look at the packaging. And here is the Figma packaging for Todoroki. It says Figma Max Factory Action Figure Series. Shoto Todoroki at the bottom, the My Hero Academia logo. This is number 476 in the Figma line. And you got the big window that shows majority of the things that come with the figure. And then you got your nice little baby blue color scheme, which I like. There at the top there, you see a picture of Todoroki. Another picture on the side. There's the back with different accessories that comes with the figure. Some Japanese writing, some warning label stuff. And there is the side, another picture. And the bottom. So they have not a lot going on with the packaging. But it ain't about the packaging, it's about the figure. So let's get into it. Here's Todoroki with everything that he comes with out of the package. Before we look at accessories, to take a look at the figure itself. And here is Shoto Todoroki, the son of the number 2 hero, Endeavor. This guy in the show has a lot of potential. He has a hybrid quirk between his mother and his father, so he have ice powers, have fire powers, and he's just a really cool character. Really one of the most popular characters in the show. He does a lot of cool stuff, man, and he's a really cool design. And he's finally here in the Figma My Hero Academia line. This is the, I believe, 3rd figure to come out of the Figma line. We had Kachan Bakugo and Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku. They were the last 2 figures, and now we have Shoto here. And he looks pretty good, man. He looks just like he popped right out of the show. I say this with every review, but Figma really kills when it comes to the anime look of just taking stuff straight from the pages of the manga, straight from you know, the anime. They are the kings of that, and every figure basically they ever make from a Japanese anime or whatever looks spot on, and Todoroki is no exception here. So we're going to take a closer look at him. So let's just zoom in on him. We'll look at that face. And there he is, man. Like I said, it looks just like the character. He's got those icy blue eyes. Those eyes that his mother hated so much that she ended up burning him because it reminded her so much of his father. So yeah, speaking of the burn mark, there it is right there. You can see it. And they got that thing spot on as well. He's got the hair with the half white, half red, and that looks good. There you go. Now it's just kind of, there's no shading or anything in it, but it is what it is. It looks pretty good. Looking at his costume, Todoroki doesn't really have the most, you know, crazy. He doesn't have like a crazy costume like Bakugo. It's pretty simple actually. It reminds me of a lot of the UA like gym outfits or whatever, activity outfits. Okay, I got him standing weird. Hold on, so I can fix that. Yeah, that's better, I think. Yep. All right. So yeah. So you come down here. Look at his outfit. Nothing really here. Blue. He's got this little I don't know what to call it. It's like a back plate thing on his back. It's a cool design. And it's got, you see, like a little burgundy in there. You come down, there's a little belt here. And that's just tan. Like I said, there's no shading or anything in this figure at all. It's just like straight paints. Just, you know, really basic here. You got these little things right here. I'm not sure what those are for, but he has them. And then you come down here, and then his pants. There's a little bit of piping in there, the actual pants. And then you got his little white boots here. That's a little gray everywhere, but I like that they have like the treads at the bottom. That's pretty cool. So yeah, not a lot to look at here when it comes to Todoroki. But with that said, he still is a really cool character and one of my favorites in the show. and they nailed the look here. This would have been cool if they would have added some kind of shading or something to the figures, but Figma really isn't known to do that, so I'm cool with it. Next, we're going to get into articulation. So let's begin at the head. Todoroki has like this weird like offset ball peg here in the top of the neck. So if, like, you look up, his neck goes really high for some reason. So every time I just go to like make him look up, notice how he has a giraffe neck. So I don't know why they did that. So if you were to look under here, there's a giant ball peg. Let me see if we can zoom in a little bit. There's a giant like ball peg here, and then in that ball peg there's another peg that sticks like into the head, and it's like a really weird offset. Like it's all the way back here. So when he looks up, it does this, and that is just not a natural look. I'm not sure what kind of design choice that was, but I don't like it. So he really can't look up at all. And I think they tried to do this to fix that so he can look up, but it ended up just looking really awkward and weird, and just a bad choice when it comes to you know, articulation here. But he can spin his head 360 and do that for so yeah, it's really weird. I'm not really sure why they did it with his neck. And this is the only point of articulation in the neck. There's nothing here at the bottom. Here you have a hinge here. So it hinges up and down, and you can spin it all around. And you see that it's kind of, you know, they have it kind of like caved out right here, so he can move it. You don't have to worry about the shoulders or anything getting, you know, stuck or anything, because there's a lot of room there. And it does swivel like that too as well. So like, yeah, there's no swivel in the arm or hinge in the arm. So that's basically what you're going to be getting your movement from. And then you get a single jointed elbow here that does just about 90, a little bit better than 90, but not by much. And then you have your ball peg here and the wrist, and that thing does hinge back and forth. Come down to the torso, you have your ab crunch or diaphragm joint. It goes down about that much, goes back about that much, not a lot. And then you have articulation here in the waist. It can spin left and right, and he can go side to side. Not back so much, not forward so much. And it does pop up though. You can pop up the articulation a little bit to get a little bit better movement, and then place it back down. And then the crouch here is a floating piece. So the belt and the crouch is a floating piece. The actual like belt is a really hard plastic, and the crouch and the butt is a softer plastic. So it's kind of weird how that is, but it is separate. And then you can hinge the legs out like here, so you got a double ball peg here in the legs, and you can do the split, so that's pretty cool. And then let's get him back here. He can kick out that much. He kicks back that much, and it does. You can swivel the leg as well. So there you go. That's your leg articulation for the top, and then you have your hinge here, right there. You're gonna get about a little bit better than 90. So there's that. And then you come down to the ankles, and then there is. Oh, you can't spin these ankles. Okay, oh, thank goodness, there's a boot cut. He has a boot cut, so that saves that. I was about to get upset. But, so here in the ankle here, it doesn't spin. It's just like a weird, like, hinge. It's legit just a giant hinge here that goes up and down. So, if you can't, oh man. So he really doesn't have I guess he kind of does have it a little bit, but there's not much of a ankle pivot there. It's really just a huge hinge. Now, I say you can't spin the foot, but he does have, you know, a boot cut. So thank goodness for that. I was about to be really upset, but that works out. So there you have that, and then obviously you gotta have it. You gotta have it. That toe articulation. and that is the articulation scheme for Toto. Alright guys, now it's time to get into accessories. So Todoroki comes with 3 interchangeable faceplates. This is the first one that comes out of the package, which is just like a normal plain stern face. Looks really good. And here is his smiling face. And here's his third face, which is an angry face. Shoto comes with 4 pairs of hands. Here's the first one, which is a pair of fists. And here's a pair of stylized open palm hands. I guess these can be used for shooting out his ice and fire powers. Here's a pair of grabbing hands. Hold 'em and grab 'em. And here are some item holding hands. You see that there's room for him to hold stuff like sticks or swords or whatever. He doesn't come with anything, so I'm not really sure why he was packaged with these. But hey, the more the merrier. And last but not least, he comes with 2 quirk effects. So you have the ice effect here, which is for the ground. This is meant to just really to stay on the ground. And you put Todoroki's feet right here. And then he comes with this little fire attack that you attach to his arm. I like both of these effects. They look really cool. We're going to start with the fire one though. I like the translucent from the kind of yellowish orange to the tips where it's more dark orange. That's pretty cool. And this thing just like attaches to his arm. So let's get Shoto over here. So basically you just right here, and it just snugs to his hand, like just like that, and it's on. So that's basically how that works. It legit just sticks to his hand. It's no like clip, it doesn't like, you know, snap up there or anything. It's just legit just holding on to you know, the forearm. But it looks really good. I really like this effect a lot. And now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at this. And you just have him step on this right here. And I like how this looks though. Before we move on, the ice attack looks pretty cool though. I love how it's see the ice just going in one way, like it's like he just stomps and ice shooting out. It's a nice translucent blue, which has some white paint on the edges. Looks just like ice, and it works very well. So you can probably do some pretty cool stuff with this. Oop. And there goes Todoroki. See if I can get him doing something cool. So, and then once you zoom out, there you go. Now, not the coolest pose, but you get the gist. We'll mess around with that in the at the end of the video here. Alright, it's size comparison time. Time to compare Shoto Todoroki to other figures from other lines. And here he is with his UA classmates, which are also Figma figures. So on your left you have Kai-chan Bakugo, and on your right you have the first My Hero Academia Figma release, which was Izuku Midoriya. And they look pretty good here. You got Bakugo, who's probably is the tallest, and then the shortest is Deku here, and in the middle you've got Shoto. So I think it looks pretty good. And here he is beside Revoltech's Amazing Yamaguchi All Might. That also looks really good. Here he is beside Mafek's Hush Batman and SH Figure Arts Ultra Instinct Son Goku. Here he is beside Black Series Obi-Wan Kenobi and Marvel Legends Angry Hugh Jackman. And here he is beside Marvel Selects Thanos and Mezco's 1/12 Gambit. Overall, Figma's Shoto Todoroki is a decent figure, but I'm going to have to be honest, he is probably the weakest out of the 3 My Hero Academia Figma figures. And that really comes down to just certain things that they decided to do with this figure that I just did not like. One being that offset neck peg. I am not a fan of that. He can't really look up, and I think they tried to do something with that to make it so you can look up, and it ended up, I feel like they ended up botching it, and it's just not a good look. They should have tried something else, because I'm not a fan of that. And also the ankles, they're just these big hinges now. And yes, they put in a swivel, a boot cut swivel, but it just doesn't make up for the traditional ball peg hinge in the ankles. and it really makes this figure kind of suffer because the ankle pivot just isn't there. It's there, but it's not there at the same time. Like you you can kind of move it a little bit, but not as much as you would like to, and the figure kind of suffers because of that. Also, the figure could have used a little bit of paint, but this is Figma, so I'm trying not to take points off of that. Also, I feel like the articulation is probably the weakest on this figure. I really not having that much fun articulating this guy. The posability is okay, and if you mess with it enough, you can get him in some pretty cool poses. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just spoiled from the Amazing Yamaguchi figures. The Deku and All Might are just so great, and every time one of these guys get released now in the Figma line, I'm gonna be thinking, man, this guy would be cool if he came out in the Rebel Tech line. But the cold hard truth is, we're gonna get more figures out of this Figma line than we are in the Amazing Yamaguchi line. As far as the Rebel Tech, they kind of pick and choose different characters, and then they move on to the next property. I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna do some more. They might actually do Todoroki and Bakugo, but outside of that, that may be the end. So you're gonna get more characters with the Figma line. So you know your Achakos and you know, all the rest of the characters in the show you're gonna get probably from this line. So that's the one really positive. Some other positives though, I do like the accessories that it comes with. Those are pretty cool, and it looks just like the character. I have no complaints when it comes to the look. It looks just like Todoroki. And right now, this is probably your best option when it comes to this character. Outside of this, you have the McFarlane figure, which I messed around with the figure. It's okay, but compare it to this guy, it's just night and day. If you want a Todoroki figure that looks more accurate to the show, comes with different accessories, including hands and faces and effects, you're going to want to go with this guy. But if you're on the budget, obviously you're going to probably want to go with the McFarlane figure. It is what it is. But I really do think this is a decent figure, and if you are a fan of this character, and if you're a fan of My Hero Academia, I do recommend that you add this guy to your collection. He probably is the weakest out of the three figures, but he's still a decent one. So I give him one Quadrix or two thumbs up. If you want to buy this guy, he is right now available on AmiAmi.com. So in other Japanese toy retailers, and probably next month he'll be available at American retailers like Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. So keep a lookout for them there if you're going to wait. And guys, if you like this video, please smash that like button. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel for more figure reviews. And also hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I put up a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay cool, everybody. Peace.